Hey guys, so today we're gonna be making churros, which are a traditional Mexican dessert, and they're usually served with like a thick chocolate sauce called dulce. I'm not gonna say because I pronounced it wrong. Might make it, might not. We'll see. Because personally, I've never had them with them, but you know, this is a super simple recipe in terms of you just kind of like put everything together and mix it up. But it's super easy to mess up. Trust me, I've done it before. So, you're going to start by getting, I'll go over the ingredients. You're going to need 1 stick of butter. You're going to need 2 tablespoons of sugar. 1 1/4 teaspoon. Oh, fuck. 1 1/4 teaspoon of salt. 4 eggs and 1 cup of flour. You're also going to need 1 cup of water. Yeah. Okay, so my saucepan might be a little bit small, but it's the only clean one, so let's hope, yeah? Alright, so we're gonna start by we're going to take a butter. I like to cut my butter up into small pieces because it makes it, you know, like melt faster because more surface area, the quicker the, chemistry. Using a full stick, which is a lot of butter to be completely honest, but like, that's why it's so good. Plus these are fried, so like that's, man oh man, is this gonna be a lot. So I just kind of cut them up into even chunks, and then I put them in. I did not cut them all the way through. I separate them too, just cause, you know, makes it a little bit easier. Alright. Put that off to the side. Okay, now we are going to need 2 tablespoons of sugar. I mean, it doesn't really have to be perfect. Sugar is technically optional, but like, why would you not put it in? Kind of my thinking. So like it says optional, but we all know. We want the sugar. We want the sugar. So what? Alright, 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Yeah. Alright. And the flour and the eggs go in later. But now I need to get my 1 cup of water and I'm gonna put all this stuff away. I have my 1 cup of water, pour it straight in. Okay. So in terms of utensils, you're gonna want a wooden spoon. I kind of like the flatter ones because not as much stuff will get stick to it. So we're gonna bring this to high heat till it boils, which is like kind of scary. But like, we'll see how it goes. So you want to make sure that you're like mixing it so nothing gets burnt because butter burns really freaking easy. And also once it boils, you're going to decrease the temperature to low and then add all the flour at once. We're using 1 cup of flour. So personally, what I like to do is just like already have it set next to it. So once we get to that point, it's just flop in. You don't need to measure it. And that's going to take a minute. But make sure to stir consistently. Flour. Don't forget to fluff it up a little bit. Oh yeah, that makes such a difference. It really honestly does. Like, if you think it doesn't, well, fuck you. No, I can't put that in. 1 cup of flour. And now I get to put this away as well. Isn't that fun? Yay. Time to mix. My acrylics are falling off. Look at that. Got 3 with none, but we still got a couple. So the recipe that we're going to be using for the churros today is a very basic recipe. It's technically a cream puff recipe, but it's the kind of dough it is. You can like make it into a bunch of different stuff. So if you want to make it into a cream puff, it's just like different frying. Like it's all the same dough, it's just how you prepare it, you know? So just a little heads up. I see simmering. Oh my god. So mine is starting to foam a lot, so I'm just gonna mix it and hope it goes away. Ah! Okay. Since mine foamed up so much, I'm gonna assume that counts as... And now I'm just gonna pour this in, okay? You're gonna want to mix this pretty thoroughly. Okay, so you're gonna want to go until it makes like a dough mixture and all the flours mixed in, and then take it off heat and put it to the side. Make sure you put something down on your countertop so you don't burn it. And you're gonna want to let that sit for like 30 seconds, and then we're gonna add the eggs. The reason you let this sit so that it cools down and you're not eating like scrambled eggs, because that's nasty. No offense if you like that, but like, I'm not in the freaking churros. Okay, okay. So it should. Oh, I'll show you what it looks like. So it should look a little something like this. Like it's like a ball. Yeah, nice and yummy. Okay, also a little tip, if you want to make like a hole in it once it's cooled. Yeah, so it's like not on the edges of the pan, because the edges of the pan will hold more heat for longer, you know? So just like, make, oh god. Yeah, just make a hole and put them in. That's my tip for you. Oh. So, mixing in the eggs is kind of hard, and you're going to want to do it one at a time. They say you can use an electric mixer, but I don't like to wash more dishes than I have to, so I'm just going to use my wooden spoon and mix it really, really, like, vigorously. Yeah. Got that vocabulary, you could say. Okay, now that mine's cooled, I'm just going to make a little bit of a hole in the middle. Like how when you eat mashed potatoes and you do the little, yeah. See, it's just like, fuck. Not like that. Okay. So we're taking the one. Crack. Put that over there and beat it. Oh god, this is a lot harder than I expected. Okay. Mine's kind of chunky looking, but it's okay. Oh god, this is really hard. Okay. So like, one egg done. Looks like that. Yeah. Alright. Time for egg 2. Yeah, we're starting. Just keep mixing until it's fully incorporated, and it's gonna start to look like glossier. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, there you go. You can see that. All right, 2 more. Oh. That was nasty. I don't know why that tasted like Chinese food. Mine's getting very moist. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. So this is after 3. So we need one more. And my arm is killing me. It's so thick. I thought it would get easier and it's getting harder. Literally, school. I figured they're like, I don't know where to get better. Oh my god. See, I also, like, it's so moist that I don't want it to, like, get out of the pot. Like, it's just going everywhere, but it's so thick at the same time, and I don't understand. Ew. Okay. This actually looks kind of good though. Like, not gonna lie, this looks mad good. Alright, look. Yum. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pipe mine onto baking sheets and then freeze it. Not like fully freeze it, but put it in for like 1 or 2 hours, because it just makes the frying process a lot easier than like actually like squirting it straight in. You can do that, but it's not as fun. So yeah, I'm gonna do that now. After I clean up, I'm gonna put all this away. So I have my cooking sheet. You can put these honestly pretty close together because, you know, it's just going into the freezer. Like, they're not gonna expand or anything, you're just chilling them. So to get the churros, you kind of want that like spiky thing. If you don't have one of these, it's fine. But I'm gonna use this tip to squeeze mine out. I have a whole thing for it, but it's a lot easier to honestly just get a pastry bag. Like, I have this, but it's more for frosting, so I'm just gonna get a pastry bag. If you don't have a pastry bag, take a Ziploc bag and cut off the tip because it's just as good. But also these are super convenient and like look so professional. You can say I'm a baker. I'm a pro. Another little pro tip is if you're working by yourself, you get like a tall cup or something and you stick it in the cup. It makes life so much easier. Okay, I don't have scissors. Shit. Okay, I'm gonna get scissors to go. So you cut off the tip and you push it through. Doesn't fit, so you gotta cut more off because you're an idiot. Okay, so I'm gonna cut mine about here. Okay, here we go. We almost, we're getting there. Okay, wait. Gotta keep adjusting because we want all those beautiful little spikies to come on out. I don't know. Okay, here we go. So now that this is on, it's a lot easier to get somebody and like hold it like this so you can just shove it in. But if you're alone like I am, you just take a cup. I'm going to use this one because it's tall. You put it, the pastry bag in and fold it over like this. This is not big enough for how big this pastry bag is, but that's good. And see, now you can just like shove it right in. I'm gonna give it one good kind of mix, take a chunk of it, and just, put it in. It's significantly easier to do this with the spatula, but again, I don't like to wash dishes. I'm probably going to end up having to use a spatula anyways. Or not a spatula. Yeah, spatula. Yeah. But, you know, we're going to make life harder for ourselves. Yeah. So you're probably gonna have to refill your pastry bag because I still have some, but like this shit full. But what we're gonna do is you take, you should know how to use a pastry bag, but you take it from the top, you give it a twist. Ooh, you see how it's coming out like that? Alright. Oh no. Okay, it's starting to come out and I'm not prepared. Be ready. I'm gonna try to, and you just squeeze it out. You want them about like 4 inches. It really doesn't matter as long as they're the length you want them to be. Try to make them the same length though, because it'll make the frying process so much easier for yourself. I just realized you're supposed to put parchment paper down first. So, moral of the story, I'm an idiot. If you do this at home, don't make my mistakes. Hopefully these will still come off. They're also very uneven. Shit. Well, we did our best, right? Not really. I need to act like I know what I'm doing. Make sure you like squeeze it down or else you'll lose like the batter. And you just spend time and money on this. You don't want to lose that, you know? I do it a lot. Okay, so since there's so little in here, I'm gonna refill it, but I'll show you what they look like now. Wow, beautiful. So now, I'm just gonna do the same thing. All you got to super simple, super easy. I'm gonna need a spatula. Fuck. Bam. See, the worst part is when you have to refill your pastry bag and it's on your freaking hands because it's on the part of the bag. And I don't know, it's complicated. I just don't like getting it on my hands, you know? I feel like I'm taking steps to prevent getting it on my hands. So why is it on my hands? You know? I have to get a spatula. Okay. So, honestly, do this step at the beginning. Get a spatula. Make your life easier. Oh god, if I have to refill this again, I'm gonna shoot myself. Suicide isn't funny, people. Okay. That's as scraped as it's gonna get. So now we gotta scrape the pan. Cause you know, this is like a full freaking churro in here. We don't wanna lose it, you know? Like, what's the point of doing this if you don't even get to eat it all? Like, the point of baking is to eat. So like, you're already eating the unhealthy baked goods. So why leave behind stuff that can make more unhealthy baked goods? You know? This is a big ass bag. Clean. So now bam! Got a little inside the cup. That's it. Okay. So I have one done. I'm gonna take some saran wrap and put it over for the freezer. Yeah, honestly, it does not even have to be that good of a job with saran wrap. Is this even necessary? Did I just make this up? Oh yeah. I think I just made this step off. Never mind. Don't do that. So I'm gonna put this into the freezer for like an hour. It's 8 o'clock right now, so that means 9. They'll be good. So now I'm on to my second baking pan. I'm gonna do the same thing, but I'm gonna try to make them closer together because I don't have enough room in my freezer for this activity. I'm also gonna try to make these a little bit bigger because I feel like those ones were a little thin. But you know what? Oh well. I also realized it might have been easier to just fry them up because now they're still gonna look wonky. But it's honestly, that's so hard to do. I've done it before. And you can never get them to look like churros. They just look like random shapes. Like it's not as pretty. Oh my god, if I had done this with the first batch, I could have fit it all up. That's not true. Okay, I'm done with these. Bam! Beautiful. So now I gotta take this off. Make sure you clean this. Okay, I'm gonna chill the other ones and I will be back in like 1 to 2 hours.